If you are looking to learn CAD softwares, you have tuned into the right channel. Please subscribe and press the bell icon.
Hello friends, hope you are doing well. Now in this tutorial we will learn about the object snapping toolbar. The shortcut key for object snap is F3 and this is the symbol for the OSNAP. I will right click on the OSNAP and I will click on the object snap settings. Here it will show me all the respective dialog box or the drafting settings of the OSNAP. Here we will see one by one OSNAP settings. So I will click on the endpoint, I will click on the midpoint, I will click on the center and I will press OK. Also, I can left click on the object snap toolbar to switch it on and off respectively. Now, suppose I am having a line in my AutoCAD. With the help of line command, I am having a line in my AutoCAD and it is having a certain distance of 100. Now, if I will press another line or I will try to make another line by switching off the OSNAP, if I will try to make a line in this case, so you will see that I cannot snap to the endpoints or the midpoints respectively. So to snap to that one, I will click on the OSNAP and I can see all the snapping points. Now, it will also highlight me the endpoint, it will be also highlighting me the midpoint. So suppose I want to make a midpoint and I will directly click on the next point here. Now, as I will go near to the endpoint, it will show me the preview. I need not go beyond this point and I will do a left click directly in this case. So as I will do a left click, you can see that it will be going directly to that endpoint directly in this case. Also, if I will click somewhere here, I can make it directly over here and I can click on the endpoint again over here. Now, the next one is called as the center one and the geometric center. So I will click on the center and the geometric center. Now there is a difference between the center and the geometric center. So the geometric center represents the polygons or the rectangles of geometry and the center point is specifically for circle. So if you want to differentiate, I will draw a circle and I will draw a polygonal geometry, that is a rectangle or a polygon from here. So let me draw a rectangle and I will justify all the different points over here. So I will make a polygon of 5 sides and I will select the edge point here. And suppose this is my polygon here, and what I want to do, I will select the geometric center in this case. With the help of geometric center, suppose I want to make a circle at each of the center of this geometry, so I will press C, enter, and as I snap towards the circumference of that circle, you can see that it is giving me the geometric center. Now in this case, I am not going towards the center of the circle, but I will do a left click on that particular position only. So as I do a left click, you can see that the concentric circles can be made respectively. Again, I am making a circle. In this case, I want to make a circle at the center of this rectangle. So I will go to one of the endpoint of the circle. You can see that it is giving me the geometric center at the center, but it is not highlighting with the green light. So to highlight the green light, I will go towards the center and I will just snap to that one. Now it is showing me the geometric center. So I will do a left click and make a circle directly at the center of the geometry. We can make a line or any desired 2D geometry in the geometric center respectively. Again, I want to make a circle at the center of the polygon again. So I will go towards the one of the edge point of the polygon. Again, in this case, the center point I have to go toward the center and I can locate the center of that particular polygon also respectively. Now, in the next one, we are having the quadrant points of the OSNAP. So I will do a right click on the OSNAP. I will go to the object snapping settings. I can also click from the quadrant here directly. So as I click on the quadrant point, it will be giving me the 4 endpoints of the quadrants of the circle respectively. So suppose I want to make a circle at the quadrant point and the radius of the circle should be such that the center of the bigger circle should be satisfied. So I will click towards the center. So identical circles of same radius can be made on each of the quadrant points with the help of the quadrant snapping respectively. So you can see in this case we have made a symmetric circles with the help of the quadrant. We have not entered any value of the radius in this case. Now the next one is called as the intersection snapping. Now I will again right click on the OSNAP. I will go to the object snapping. I will click on the intersection here and I will press OK. Now it will not show the intersection unless and until we will take a specific command. So I will take a circle and I want to draw a circle or I want to draw a line at the intersection of the point. You can see that it is highlighting the midpoint also. So the midpoint will disturb the intersection. So I will further zoom into the drawing. And as I go to the nearest one, you can see the intersection point can be located directly at the junction of the line. So I will click on the circle or a line, I can make a line directly at the intersection point. Also, I can make any geometry. Suppose I want to make a circle, so I can make a circle also. If it is not showing me the center point, so I will further zoom in and it will be showing me the end point or the intersection point of that particular drawing in this case. Now the next one is called as the object snapping of extension, that is called as the extension one. So I will click on the extension, I will press OK again. Now the extension is nothing but it is the virtual extension of any line without actually making that particular line here. Now suppose I want to make a circle from the right side of this line at a distance of 20 or 30 units. So what I will do, I will first take that circle command, C enter, and do remember the extension one is switched on from here. I will click on the endpoint, I will not click on the endpoint, just snap on the left point or the right point here and just drag my cursor towards the right side, so it will be showing me the virtual extension of that particular point from there. Again I will press the distance value, so I will press 30 and I will press enter. As I have pressed 30 and enter, now the circle of 10 radius has made at a distance of 30. So if I will go to dimension and check the dimensions, so from this end point to the center point of the circle, the dimension will be 30 respectively. So this is called as the virtual extension of any line with the help of the O snapping in the AutoCAD. Again, if I will do a right click and I will press on the object snap settings, the next one is called as the perpendicular. The insertion one we will see in the text command. So I will press on the perpendicular and I will press OK. Now as I press on line, suppose I want to make a line perpendicular to this line, but this line is not at the X or Y axis. So I will press again L for line, and as I will go onto the next this line, you can see that it is showing me the endpoint. Now as I go towards the bottom, it will be showing me the midpoint also, but where my line will be perpendicular to this angular line, it will be stopped automatically as I will drag my cursor slowly. Now you can see that the perpendicular point is highlighted. Just I have to do a left click. So as I do a left click, you can see that the line has been made perpendicular to this line. So this is the use of the perpendicular O snapping in this case. Now the next one is called as the tangent constraint. So to execute the tangent one, I have to clear all the settings here and I will click on the tangent only and I will press OK. So the tangent is generally used for making tangency to any particular lines or arcs. So suppose I am having two circles and I want to make lines tangent to this circle. So I will click on the tangent just I did now and I will click on the two quadrant points respectively here. I will click on this quadrant point and this quadrant point also. Suppose the lower line I am making with the help of the quadrant one. So I am clicking on the quadrant one here again and I am selecting line. You can see that it will be not showing the perpendicular constraint, the tangent constraint here. So if I will try to make lines coordinate from the naked eye, what it will be showing that both the lines are tangent. But as I zoom into the bottom here, you can see that the line is going inside the circle, whereas in the tangent one, it is just touching the circle. So this is the precision of the tangent one here. Now there is a shortcut key to make a line tangent. Suppose I am going to the object snapping settings again and I am switching on the endpoint, midpoint, geometric center and all other things, and still I want to make a tangency. So I will press on OK. Do remember the tangent is on here. I will press on OK. Again I am making two circles here. Now in these two circles I want to make the tangent line again without switching off the other one. So I will press L enter. Now pay special attention in the bottom line, so in the command line. So I will press 10 as shortcut key for the line. I will press 10 enter. Now you can see anywhere on this circle, if I will move my cursor, so I will do a left click, it will be tangent only. Again to make a tangent to the other circle, I will press 10 and again enter, and I will press on this circle anywhere, it will make a tangent directly respectively. So this is the use of the tangent constraint in the AutoCAD. Now the next one is called as the nearest one in the O snapping toolbar. So I will click on the nearest one and I will press OK. It is very much simple. If I have to go anywhere near to the drawing, so I can make a perpendicular, the nearest constraint. You can see it is shown by this symbol, that is the cross symbol over here. So this is called as the nearest one. I can directly click on the nearest constraint anywhere and make it directly on over the geometry of that particular drawing. Now the next constraint is called as the apparent intersection. So I will click on the apparent intersection first. I will press on OK. Now this represents the intersection or the apparent intersection of two lines, which is to be done somewhere in the top side of, so say this is the example, then the apparent intersection will be done somewhere on the top side respectively. For that, suppose I want to make a circle, so I will press C for circle, and do remember the shortcut key as A+P for apparent also. So I will press A+P, I will press enter. I will select this first line. As I move my cursor towards the second line without doing a left click, you can see that it will be giving me the intersection point of that particular circle, which will be apparent. So as I will click, I will move my cursor towards the other line and I will do a left click. You can see that the circle at that particular apparent intersection can be made directly with the help of apparent intersection. Now suppose I am having a line here, and this line is at an angle of theta degree from x-axis, and I want to make a parallel line according to this line only. So we will use the last constraint that is called as the parallel constraint. I will click on the parallel, I will press for line, and I will just move my cursor towards this line. You can see that the parallel constraint or the parallel O snapping can be seen. As the parallel constraint, the parallel snapping is seen, I will move my cursor away to a certain extent. You can see that the green dotted line will be showing me the parallel constraint. So I can make a line with the help of 100. I will press enter. In this case, what I am doing, I am making the parallel constraints. So in this case, we have seen all the object snapping constraints other than the insertion one and the node one. For that node one, we will first understand the point command in the next tutorial. So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe the channel, and you like the video if you like the tutorial. Until the next tutorial, take care.